Welcome, race fans. It is Tuesday Night Trucks, proudly brought to you by Pro Automotive. We appreciate the hard work and the ASE certified mechanics over at Pro Automotive, led by Jason Russo. Once again, folks, we sit at Homestead. Last night we were in the Xfinity class. Donald Stewart taking home that win, as well as a win on Saturday at Homestead in the Loose Lug Nuts Saturday series, and he's showing up here tonight. So I'd say it's a safe bet to say that Donald Stewart is indeed the man to beat tonight, going for 3 Homestead wins in a row. Now tonight, folks, we've pretty much got the same field as we did last night. Same drivers with the exception of Judd Danielson joining us tonight, as well as Rusty Farrell and Danny Rudy. Other than that, folks, it's the exact same crowd of drivers. We're looking like 18, 19 drivers coming out to join us tonight. Had 3 cautions last night, 2 little fender benders, and we had the big one coming out on lap 34, contact between Tristan Beats and Jarrett Lipster. Tristan and Jarrett in the house tonight. Hopefully they'll have a little better luck. All right, folks, let's take a look at our qualifying grid out here tonight at Homestead. Out there on that front line, we've got Donald Stewart. Now, Donald Stewart took that pole last night, and if I remember right, Devin Armstrong took second position as well. Nonetheless, Donald Stewart with a 30.036, Devin Armstrong with a 30.112. Sitting in third place, we have got Pat Rushaw. Fourth place, the sponsor for the night, Jason Russo. Pro Automotive, Jack Watts, sitting in 5th position side by side with Edward Bray. Danny Rudy sitting back in 7th, John Pansula, 8th position. 9th position, Chris Hogue, and Lee Staples in 10th position. Now, last night, Lee and Ed put on one hell of a show all night long. Jake Ritchie, 11th. Judd Danielson, 12th position. Mark Jackson, great job Mark did last night till he wore off his tires. Tonight he's sitting in 13th. Anthony Poston, position 14. James O.O. Brown, 15th, and Rusty Farrell sitting in 16th. Greg McClendon, our Friday night sponsor, Pi 5. 17th position, Dave Acacia, 18th. 19th, we've got Gary Whitmer Jr., our Monday night sponsor, sitting to the right of Ivan Garcia. Jarrett Lipster in 22nd. Tristan Beats in 23rd. Lee Ryerson Jr., Joel Guy, Ben Gear, 24th, 25th, and 26th. All right, 26 drivers. Now, that is a bigger field than that of what we had last night. I tell you what, they must have got wind of the great racing that we had out here last night at Homestead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to kick off 100 laps in our Tuesday night series, proudly brought to you by Pro Automotive. High hopes out here tonight for Jason Russo. Did a really good job out here last night, but just could not seal the deal at the end of the evening. But the man to beat is indeed Donald Stewart, leading 67 laps last night, I do believe. 67 or 64. All starts and restarts are done on leader's discretion. That is a ton of trucks out there. We are running off in the Chevy Silverado and a Toyota Tundra, the Camping World Series, and there goes Donald Stewart right off that bat. Now, talking to Donald in post-race interviews, that right there is what he said made all the difference in the world. He was able to get up there, get that jump, and away goes Donald Stewart. Pat Rushaw in second place. In the Grinch, Devin Armstrong in third. Jack Watson fourth. Edward Bray, Jason Russo in fifth and sixth. A lot of distance already building, but I tell you what, we watched this fight last night for the better part of the night. Jason Russo in the 1-4, Jack Watson 7-7, 33, Devin Armstrong, and Edward Bray. And what a fight they put on last night, battling it up in the top 10 the majority of the night. I would say maybe 30 laps in the top 5 last night. They did one hell of a fight. Looks like they're going to put on the same kind of show tonight, folks. Jack Watson, the 77, showing his love for pad. Make sure you check us out the first Sunday of the month for our monthly pad race. Edward Bray, the Reaper, taking a strong look on that inside lane, backing it back down, getting onto some rear end action. Edward Bray running with Black Talon, a sub-team of KMA Racing. Has a partner out here, the number 64 of Lee Staples. Lee Staples also a front runner last night. Jake Ritchie, the number 51. Awesome run last night. Driving the Budweiser tonight. And my very good friend, Mark Jackson. Big shout out there to Mama Patty and Kristen if they're out there on that KMA TV chat. High hopes out here for Mark Jackson. Was in first place last night for many a lap, but as I mentioned, he just wore those tires off. Anthony Poston in the number 22 tonight. James Brown. James O.O. Brown in the 00. Kind of like how that all falls apart. Or falls in line, I should say. Thinking about tires falling apart. It can happen. It will happen. Judd Danielson in the number 85 joining us tonight. Keeping in front of the number 75 and the number 99. Thought we were going to see a little bit of 3-wide action right there between the number 99, Jarrett Lipster. Not shy at all to take it 3-wide. Drivers are straining themselves down to 2-wide. Greg McClendon in the number 21. A little bit of a jump up there by the 99. Judd Danielson, a little bit of 3-wide action there with the 85 and the 21 and the 64. Dave Casey running around in the number 20 DeWalt. That American Anthem video we saw at the beginning of tonight's broadcast was brought to you and designed by Dave Acacia. Well, not only does he drive, he does videos. 211 into the rear end of the number 85. You saw it here first. Easy dozer there. 211 as he does rear end collision onto the 85. 85 not looking like he's got a whole lot of damage, but the 211 will drop and roll underneath the 85. No front end damage there on the 211. Gary Whitmer Jr. dressed and ready for the Turkey Dega. Gotta love it. Nice looking Turkey Dega truck there being driven by the number 5 of Gary Whitmer, our Monday night sponsor. See if we get a little bit of a close-up on that Turkey Dega truck. Turkey Dega 2017 coming to you live this Saturday night, folks. Make sure you check us out with the Turkey Dega Saturday night. Ivan Garcia, the number 72, tied in 21st position. John Pansula, position 22. Ben Gear, number 17 in 23rd. Lee Ryerson Jr. in 24th. And in 25th is Chris Hogue. Drivers definitely have spread out. Jumping back up to second position, we have got Pat Rushaw battling it up with Jack Watts. Now, talking about lap times, Jack Watts underneath Pat Rushaw. Pat running a last lap of a 30.918. Jack Watts with a 31.008, overtaking for his second position. 1.7 seconds off of our race leader, Donald Stewart. So Donald Stewart about 2 seconds ahead of Pat Rushaw. Jason Russo sitting at 2.4 back. Edward Bray at 3.2. Devin Armstrong, 4.8. Again, spread out. 6th through 1st. Here's a little action for you folks. Jake Ritchie and Danny Rudy and Mark Jackson battling it up for 7th position. Number 51, Jake Ritchie with a big run. And out goes Mark Jackson, that outside line. Mark Jackson, the gravedigger. Mark Jackson with a nice pass on the outside. Coming along the inside for a pass on the number 51. Jarrett Lipster sitting at 7.5 back. Check us out Friday night. We'll be returning to Homestead to wrap up our Homestead week. We're going to be driving the big boy toys. Going to be dragging the cup cars out the garage for Friday night. Number 20 and 21 battling for 15th position here on lap 15. Greg McClendon, our Friday night sponsor. Number 91, Joel Guy, getting a good run. Joel Guy with a good run on the outside, following the number 21 around the number 20. Love it or leave it. Big shout out there too, Joel Guy with the United States Marine Corps. Good racing out here tonight at Homestead. Tuesday Night Trucks brought to you by Pro Automotive ASE Certified Mechanics. Up in Dudley, Massachusetts. I always like saying that word, Massachusetts. So if you're ever up there in Dudley, need a little bit of the mechanical work done, call up Jason Russo. Speaking of, Jay, sitting up in 4th position. And there is the Pro Automotive Chevy Silverado. Designed by Over the Top Paints and Designs, John Hedrick. Check him out on Facebook at the Paint Shop. Donald Stewart ahead of Jack Watts at 2.2. Jarrett Lipster onto the inside of the number 51. Beautiful track out here, Homestead is. Good weather out here tonight. 75 degrees on a Tuesday night. Couple days off from Turkey Day. KMA will be off grid Thursday night due to Thanksgiving. Do want to wish everyone out there a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. On your way home, remember pad. People are getting distracted at driving. And we'll be returning on Friday for our Cup Car race out here at Homestead, and then one of the most highly anticipated races of the year, 4th annual Turkey Day is Saturday night. Hey, big shout out there to Becky Whitmer on that KMA TV chat. Always glad to see our dedicated fans out there. Three wide action with a 75, 51, and 12. A little bit of 51 appearing to have a little bit of net code issues going on right there. Well, that's no good. 51 is Jake Ritchie. David Casey coming around the number 12. Number 12 of Danny Rudy. Tristan Beats in the number 211 in 15th. Tristan Beats started in 23rd, moving his way up that field in position 15th. Young Guns, KMA Young Guns, Tristan out running with Jarrett Lipster. Now, last night, Tristan and Jarrett made some contact on lap 34, and the end result was our big one. Don't have to worry about that right now. They are separated by about 5 drivers. Lee Staples on the rear end of Rusty Farrell trying to stay ahead of David Casia. Jarrett Lipster, position 9. Mark Jackson and Devin Armstrong. Mark Jackson with the last lap of a 31.416. Fast lap of a 30.640. So you see right there, folks, from a fast lap down to a last lap, difference of just about a second. Lap 27 of 100. Donald Stewart has led every lap. I'm going to take you up in blimp view and walk through this field front to back because I want you to see how far stretched out this field is. All right, we've got Donald Stewart right now out here in first position. Behind him at the top of the screen is Pat Ruscha and Jack Watts. Second and third place position, and they're about 2 seconds off. Fourth position of Jason Russo, quite a distance off of Pat and Jack. That is your fourth place. And you see fifth place and sixth place, Devin and Mark Jackson. Here we have 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. A little bit tighter traffic But, you know, definitely not seeing any three-wide action. Drivers taking a very, very careful approach out here tonight, which we definitely want to see. David Casey is sitting in 12th with Tristan Beats in 13th. Again, just nothing but gaps out here in this field. Jake Ritchie in 14th. Greg McClendon 16th. 15th. Jake Ritchie 14th. Judd and John. This is about the most action-packed racing we have got right here, right now, folks. Between Greg McClendon and Jake Ritchie. A little bit of double foul. Big pass. Greg McClendon losing some time right there. John Pansula in 17th. Lee Ryerson, Joel Guy, 18th and 19th. No pressure there at all. Danny Rudy sneaking into the top of the screen. Danny Rudy is in 20th. Ivan Garcia and Gary Whitmer Jr. in 21st and 22nd. That is your lead lap drivers, ladies and gentlemen, and plenty of room to get her done out here, plenty of time to get her done. But I tell you what, you could park a semi and a half and about 3 more between a lot of these drivers. They are just completely spread out. Mark Jackson making his first round of green flag pit stops. Taking a look behind that fence at Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson rolling out of pit row on a green flag pit stop. Donald Stewart going in for a green flag pit stop. Now, if you remember last night, this is where it all got changed and switched up. Donald Stewart out there on that pole position, taking rights, taking lefts. Pitting is crucial out here, folks. You've got to know how to do a green flag pit stop out here at Homestead, and you got to know how to utilize this access road. It's not really an apron of sorts, but you got to stay on this access road in and out of pit row. Pat Rusha in pit row in the number 3 Grinch, all painted up and ready for Christmas. Whoa, buddy, we got to get through the Turkey Dega first. But the date has been set for the 4th annual Santa Dega as well. That will be Saturday night, December 16th. Sponsored by Over the Top Paints and Designs. Easy coming up onto that track into heavy traffic. Pat Rusha may get run over here. Lap 35 of 100. Nope, Pat got out there just in time, and you can see the difference that new tires will make. Pat on new tires. Those drivers in his rearview mirror, not quite so much. Drivers going into pit row on that access road here on lap 36. Danny Rudy and the number 12. Hey, want to give a big shout out there to Danny Rudy with Dan's Top Notch Heating and Cooling. Lap 36 of 100, green flag pit stops all the way around. We are caution free out here in our Tuesday night truck series at Homestead, Miami, brought to you by Pro Automotive and Jason Russo. Speaking of Pro Automotive, Jason Russo rolling his way into pit row. Nice clean pit stop. Don't believe anybody's gotten any penalties out here tonight yet. Penalty in pit row can totally screw your night. That'll put John Pansula out there on that front line after this cycle of green flag pit stops. I may have tightened up the field just a hair. John Pansula making his way into pit row. Very close to that cone going into pit row. Mighty long drive down pit row when you're up there in that top 10. Even more so when you're up there in position 5. Lap 39 of 100 of 61 laps to go. Green flag racing. Nice entry for John Pansula. Nice exit onto the access road. And that is how you get in and out of pit row here at Homestead. Lee Ryerson Jr. out there in front down onto that access road. Thank you for your service. All gave some. Some gave all. POW MIA number 23. Making his way in for a green flag pit stop. Thank you to our service members, past, present, and future. Donald Stewart back onto that round of lead lap. Donald Stewart leading 34 of 42 out here tonight. Taking a look at our updated running order. Donald Stewart out there in first. Pat Rushaw hot on his heels at 1.4 back. Jack Watts, Mark Jackson, and Jason Russo are top 5. Greg McClendon in 15th. Danny Rudy, last driver on that lead lap in 18th. Ben Gear, Gary Whitmer Jr. 1 lap down. Along with Jake Ritchie, Ivan Garcia, Joel Guy, Anthony Poston, 2 down. John Pansula, Judd Danielson, Greg McClendon battling it up for position 12. Judd Danielson up high, Greg up high. Something we're really noticing out here, everybody's got their preferred lane. Let's take a look at these drivers and the lanes they are preferring. Judd Danielson preferring that high lane, but looking like it's not preferring him a little bit. The 0-1 John Pansula, low to middle. Way up high for John Pansula that time. Number 21, Greg McClendon in the middle. Trying to make a pass. Gets the run on Judd. Getting a run on John. Going back up in the middle, up into that high lane. Well, that's the way you pass. Now we know. Judd Danielson possibly going down. He is down. Back up. What I'm seeing right there is Judd Danielson going up too early. And I think that is what is causing his loss of time. Number 21, Greg, down onto that white line. Not able to get a run on John. Lee Staples, Edward Bray, positions 6th and 7th. Now, we had talked last night about Lee and Ed. Ed in a consistent top 5, top 6, pretty much darn all night. Couldn't quite get her done there at the end of the night, though. And the only lap that really matters is that last lap. Lee Staples sitting in position 6. Edward Bray, 12.4 seconds back off of our race leader, Donald Stewart. Evan Armstrong in position 11th. Started 2nd, down to 11th. Possibly receiving a penalty. Not sure what would have slowed him down to that degree. Nonetheless, it is not over until the fat lady sings. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at that halfway point. Going to get a couple of commercials in, and we'll keep that action on our race leader, Donald Stewart. Big shout out there to GW Graphics, our Monday night sponsor, for that beautifully designed pad commercial. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, on this Thanksgiving holiday, beginning tomorrow, the busiest travel day of the year, stay focused. Very easy to get out there and have a couple of drinks there with dinner. A couple of drinks is all it takes. Calling grandma on your way. Let a passenger do it. Most importantly, watch out for the other guy. A few ways right there for you to stay distracted. Donald Stewart out here in first place. Jack Watts, Pat Rusha, second and third on lap 55 of 100. Mark Jackson, 4.5 seconds back. Lap traffic on the heels of Mark Jackson, and that would be Gary Whitmer. And the number 22 of Anthony Poston. Jason Russo, tonight's sponsor of the night, Pro Automotive, sitting in 5th position, 5.8 seconds back. Lee Staples and Rusty Farrell battling for 6th. 13 back. Eighth position is Edward Bray battling the track. You know, sometimes this is a good thing right here. Would you rather battle the track, you against the track, mano on tracko, or would you rather be out here having driver interference? Now, see, talking to Donald last night, that is what Donald mentioned. He wanted to get up there in clean air. That's why he went off at his leader's discretion. As soon as that pace car went in, boom, he was gone. And that allowed him a little bit of a jump. He was able to get up there in that clean air, stay in that clean air just as he is tonight. Now, right now, Edward is in clean air, sitting in 8th position. Dave Acacia, Tristan beats Devin Armstrong. Right now, Devin Armstrong, he's in dirty air. Not very dirty, but dirty enough. Dave Acacia down at that inside lane. Tristan beats in the middle. All 3 drivers up to that wall. Dave down to the inside. Tristan beats stay in middle. Tristan beats with a run on the middle. Back up high a little bit. Devin will follow. Not able to complete the pass. Devin down onto the inside of Tristan. Tristan fighting back. 3 different drivers, 3 different lanes, 3 different techniques. And 3 drivers pretty much going nowhere on the passing. Doing more so of a kinda follow the leader. Tristan beats trying to make it work on the outside of Dave Acacia. Here on lap 61 of 100. Side-by-side action. Tristan beats with a run. Not able to get her done. Tristan beats having a good amount of rear end damage on that truck. In-car camera with Devin Armstrong. Got a little bit of a run. Can he do it? Ooh, almost contact onto that number 20. Can't get much closer than that without actually making contact. But what a run he had right there. We are caution free. .64 in the books. Lead changes of 6. Donald Stewart leading 56, Pat Rushaw leading 1, Jason Russo leading 3, John Pansula 1, Jarrett Lipster leading 1 lap, and Lee Ryerson leading 2. Devin Armstrong still trying to get that run. Cannot quite get her done. Greg McClendon in the number 21 Valvoline in 13th position. Jarrett Lipster and Judd Danielson, 85 and 99. Whoa, Judd may be going for a ride. Judd Danielson, no caution will fly. Let's back that up and check out what happened. Looks like Judd just broke loose. Went to the right side, upside that wall. Gets her down onto that access road. But I tell you, I just do not know what happened there with Judd Danielson. He just broke there to the right. But I tell you what a job holding her down. I caution sincerely would have PO'd quite a few drivers. I tell you what. Pat Rushaw trying to make a run on Donald Stewart. He sees him up there. In-car camera with the Grinch, Pat Rushaw himself. A red and white speck up there in the distance. That is our race leader, Donald Stewart. Holding steady at about 0.9 back. Going to be coming up on a little bit of lap traffic, though. Lap traffic can screw up your day, I tell you what. Donald Stewart down into pit road. Having a problem. Whoa, hold her down there, brother. Whoa. That was a ride there for Donald. It appeared he might have done a, I think I'm going to pit. But I think he may have said a little bit too late, causing a little bit of an issue going into pit row, sliding up off that access road. Gary Whitmer in pit row. Nice pit stop there for Donald Stewart. Right side's on. Left side's on. Possibly serving a penalty coming in. And I do believe that's a penalty. He got a 15-second penalty going in. He's getting ready to go. There, and away we go. Ooh, that's going to be a tough break for Donald Stewart. But indeed, a 15-second remain in pit row penalty for Donald Stewart. Jason Russo out there on that front line. Might be the break that Jason Russo is looking for. Jason Russo in first place. Do not know if he has had a green flag pit stop yet for this round or not. Rusty Farrell sitting in second place position. Devin Armstrong sitting in third. And that'll bump Greg McClendon up to fourth. Getting a little bit of information about that penalty there. Departing the access road. Big shout out there to RTK for giving me that useful information. So it wasn't a speeding penalty. Well, don't believe it was a speeding penalty. When Donald Stewart came in there, going off of that access road into the grass, well, they held him. Well, that'll do it every time, folks. A little bit of information right there. Side by side with the 23 and the 64. 23, Lee Ryerson Jr., and here comes Donald Stewart. Well, Donald Stewart is on fresh tires. Flying past number 23, 22 flying past 23. 22 of Anthony Poston. Anthony is 3 laps down, though. Number 91, Joel Guy, 2 laps down. We're still green flag racing out here, folks. Jack Watson, the number 77. Position 4. Representing Southeast Motorsports. Watts dominating the track and showing his support for Pad. We appreciate that. James Brown. We have not talked about James Brown at all tonight. James Brown started 15th, currently in 3rd position, side by side with the 01 of John Pansula. Partners in crime. Check out the Cora Sunday Money Series, brought to you by James Brown. getting help from John Pansula in that. Lee Ryerson out there on that front line in first place. Good job, Lee, but not sure if Lee has gone into pit row. Pretty sure Lee has not yet had that second round of green flag pit stops. Lap 76 of 100. Now this brings up a interesting question. We're going to assume that Lee has not yet pitted. We're going to assume Lee can pit at any point in time. Get what he needs. He might even get it down to needing half a tank. But Lee also has possibility of what we call draining that tank. He's going to drain this tank dry. He's going to wait until the very last minute that he has to pit. And I'm going to tell you why, folks. He's waiting for a caution. He is hoping for a caution. Because what's going to happen, if that caution comes out, those positions are going to freeze. Now he's going to have to go into pit row, but most of the drivers behind him are going to go into pit row as well. What that means for Lee Ryerson Jr., he's going to be coming out with a solid top 5, with a full load of fuel, brand new tires, and he's going to be in a very good position. If he were to go on and pit now, and the caution does not fly, he's going to be in trouble. If the caution does not fly here, and he's got to go into pit row, he's going to be in trouble. So right now, Lee Ryerson, I think, is playing some odds. Pat Rushaw in third position, Jack Watson second. I'm pretty sure Pat has pitted. Mark Jackson sitting back in fourth, and Jason Russo in fifth. Lap 79 of 121 laps to go. So these drivers are looking at about 10 minutes of green flag racing to get her done out here tonight. Rusty Farrell started 16th, currently sixth position, sixth place, 10 positions up. Rusty's staying out of trouble. Every driver out here tonight actually staying out of trouble. The only contact I've seen was Tristan Beats into the rear end of a driver. But no damage. Gary Whitmer Jr. sitting back in 17th, one lap down. Gary, one of those drivers right now looking and praying for a caution, as is Greg McClendon, John Pansula. Joel Guy with a run on Mr. Turkey Dega, Gary Whitmer Jr., our Monday night sponsor, and away goes Joel Guy backing her off. Good racing right here with Gary Whitmer and Joel Guy, both drivers. Laps down. Danny Rudy out here by himself in position 20. Trying to make his way up to the number 22 of Anthony Poston. Anthony Poston one lap down. Devin Armstrong started second, currently is in 12th. Going to take you up in the sky one more time for a few laps and let's see how wide these drivers are spread. So right now we've got Jack Watts out there on that front line. Pat Rushaw. Nice little battle here for first and second position. Lee Ryerson going in for fuel a few laps ago. This may come down to Jack Watts and Pat Rushaw. Mark Jackson, position 3, 2.5 seconds back. So our top 3 right here, all in focus It's a nice looking top three. This is Mark Jackson at this point in time yesterday was actually in the lead but burned up his tires. See how he does tonight. Jason Russo, a stone's throw back at 7.1 in fourth. Rusty Farrell, fifth position. Donald Stewart, the man we're looking for to win tonight, 15 seconds back with just a few laps to go. Lee Staples back in seventh. Edward Bray, Tristan Beats battling it out for eighth and ninth. And David Casia, 19.9 back. Lap 86 of 114 to go. Edward Bray, Tristan Beats were going at it a little bit last night. That was a lot of fun to watch. Old versus young. K-May Young Guns, number 211, and the number 99 of Jarrett Lipster. Edward Bray's partner, the number 64, Lee Staples. Lee Staples in seventh, Edward Bray in eighth. .7 seconds back off of our race leader, encountering the lap traffic of Gary Whitmer. Three wide action with the lap traffic, giving Edward Bray the run on the inside, side by side. Gary Whitmer, Lee Staples. We've got contact with Joel Guy. Gary Whitmer into that wall. Edward Bray spinning. Ladies and gentlemen, back it up. Look at it right there. Look at Joel Guy get sideways. Gary Whitmer into the wall by Lee Staples. Edward Bray down on that apron. Whew. Well, I tell you what, that was a little bit of excitement right there. Back up to that live action. Not sure how much that is going to affect Gary Whitmer Jr. one lap down. Edward Bray looks like he survived it. But I tell you what, that could have been chaos across the board, and that probably would have been the big one. Three wide action one more time with the number 33 of Devin Armstrong sliding it up, threading that needle. David Casia giving room. David Casia in 9th position. Devin in 10th. Edward Bray in 11th. Lap 90 of 100. Gary Whitmer just trying to stay alive and avoid the jive. Whoa! Gary Whitmer near miss on David Casia. And here comes Jarrett Lipster. We knew that little booger was around here somewhere. Big run by Jarrett Lipster. He's up onto the number 5, side by side. They're getting antsy. They're getting dancy. Hang on to your pants, ladies and gentlemen. They're kicking it up here for 9th place is what they're racing for. Edward Bray side by side with David Casia. Big action out here in the final few laps. Lap 92 of 108 to go. They're going 3 wide one more time. 3 wide action. Edward Bray threading it. Good job, Edward Bray. He is a man on a mission, folks, I tell you what. Jack Watts, our current race leader. Pat Rishaw, 0.4 off of Jack Watts. Mark Jackson, 4.1 back. Jason Russo at 7.3. Rusty Farrell, 13.6. Donald Stewart, 15.6 back. I do not believe Donald Stewart will win tonight's race unless there is a caution. All right, things have settled down a little bit here with Edward and the boys. David Casia finally able to breathe. That was a little bit hairy, folks.
There will be a caution.
Caution is out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happened right here. Number 64, Devin Armstrong, Tristan Beats. Whoa, right there it is. Let's take a look at that. Lee Staples, the number 33. Oh, wow, that is tight. Devin Armstrong, I do believe, ladies and gentlemen. Watching the momentum. I don't know, folks. I do not know. Take a look at it one more time here. Devin Armstrong, I will call that one there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Devin Armstrong coming up that track. Lee Staples was holding a very solid line. Devin Armstrong bringing out the first caution of the night. What a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. We will have, I do believe, a 2-lap shootout. Holy cow indeed, Becky Whitmer. Ooh, we almost went caution-free. Almost, but not quite. But what a great night of racing out here tonight. It's balls to the wall once we get back to green flag racing. Now comes the question. Do you give up position? Jack Watts, Pat Rusha, Mark Jackson, Jason Russo, Rusty Farrell, Donald Stewart. All right, I want to chat with Donald tonight because I tell you what, he's put on a hell of a show. How about it, Donald Stewart?
Hey, how you doing there, buddy?
How you doing, brother? I tell you what, I know you glad to see that caution. What do you think?
Well, I think it's a little bit too late, Scotty. I wore out my tires just trying to catch them this last run. I made a mistake and came off the track there trying to hit too hard on that last lap, that last pit stop, because I knew I had to get a little bit on them to keep them off for the next 30 laps. And I slid off the track and got in the grass, got a 15-second penalty.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, that was a heartbreaker. You almost got a 3-fer right there. But still, you've done a hell of a job Saturday and Monday. What are your thoughts on Friday night? You're going to be able to join us on Friday for the Big Boy Toys.
Yeah, I should be here. Yeah. Hopefully it'll go a little better. I'll practice my pit stops a little bit better.
All right, copy that. All right, you get out there and you dig down deep, brother. I still got faith in you, and I am still picking you for the win tonight.
Oh, I guess you got money to give away.
I might have. All right, good luck to you, Don.
See you.
Donald Stewart. Big shout out there, too, Donald Stewart. Jason Russo, the man of the hour for the night with Pro Automotive out of Dudley, Massachusetts. Jason, have you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, tell us real quick about Dudley, Massachusetts. What you got going on up there?
A little shop called Pro Automotive out in Dudley, Mass. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.proautomotivema.
All right, copy that. And real quick, tell us about your run tonight. You're in 4th place on top of a 2-lap shootout.
I think it's going to be a 1-lap shootout, but yeah, it's been a really, really good race tonight. Big shout out to everybody here racing and watching us on the broadcast, and hope to finish it out nice and clean.
All right, do you think you got a chance at the win, though? Are you going to be able to get around Jack and Pat?
Absolutely not.
All right, I love an honest man. All right, good luck to you, Jay.
Thanks.
All right, Jason Russo not feeling very confident on being able to get around Jack Watts, Pat Rushaw. That'll put Jason Russo in 4th. Mark Jackson. Let's take a look at our running order real quick. Jack Watts, Pat Rushaw, Mark Jackson, Jason Russo, Rusty Farrell, our top 5. 14 drivers on that lead lap. Lap 98 of 100. What a run out here tonight, folks. 11 lead changes. 1 caution. Donald Stewart leading 60 laps. Well, Donald will get the most laps led gratification. Hell of a job out here by Donald Stewart tonight. Hanging himself in pit row, though. Tough break. Drivers lining up. Double foul. We're going to be getting ready to go back to green flag racing. One more time, have a very happy Thanksgiving, folks. Stay focused on your driving. Watch your alcohol consumption if you are driving. And be safe. We want to see you here Saturday for the 4th annual Turkey Dega. And away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Jackson very tight with Pat Ruscia. Jason Russo down to that inside lane. Jack Watts, Mark Jackson, Pat Ruscia, Jason Russo are top 4. Pat Ruscia in that green and white Grinch truck. Mark Jackson in the number 3. Jack Watts in the number 77. Side-by-side action with Pat Ruscia and Mark Jackson. We've got trucks spinning in the back, staying with our leaders. And that will be Jack Watts, Mark Jackson, and Pat Ruscia. Jack Watts will win tonight's race. What a job they're being done by Jack Watts tonight. Tell you what, Jack Watts did one fantastic job. Hanging out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get these drivers up here for post-race interviews. How about it, Pat? Have you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Tell you what a job out here tonight. You got 3rd place. Talk to me about your night.
Yeah, man, it was good. I hate to see what happened with Donald. Donald was real quick on the beginning. Jack was too. If I could hold off a little bit, I could save a little tire and try to catch him at the end. But, man, that was a blast. Them guys are fun to race with.
All right, now I'm seeing you in the number 9 Grinch. Talk to me a little bit about the paint and the paint job.
That's what my son always called me, the Grinch for Christmas, so I painted that car up for him.
All right, I'll tell you what. Well, it looks like you're all ready for the 4th annual Santa Dega coming up on December 16th. Are you prepared for Friday, another race at Homestead, but in the big boy cars?
Oh, yeah, I love them cup cars, man. I really put them down.
All righty, copy that. Well, I tell you what, Pat, you did a fantastic job. Congratulations on your 3rd place.
Thank you, Scott.
How about it? Mark, you got a copy?
Hey, Scotty.
Hey, Marky, how you doing?
Man, oh man, what a race.
Well, tell me about it.
95 laps, caution free. We kept this thing clean and was able to bring home a podium, man, 2nd place. I'm really disappointed that caution came out, but I'm kind of glad it did because it allowed me to move up a position. All in all, man, incredible race.
All right, and how are you feeling about Friday? Because, you know, it's the big boy cars out there Friday.
Yeah, we're excited, man. We've had some good luck here this week at Homestead. Looking to wrap up the week here and just feeling thankful. Definitely, it's Thanksgiving out there, and also we're looking forward to that Turkey Dega race that's coming up pretty soon.
All righty, that is Saturday. Are you going to be all dressed up with the brand new over-the-top paints and designs paint job for Turkey Dega?
Oh, absolutely. You know, my sponsor, John Hendrick, Over the Top Paints and Designs. Catch him on Facebook, iRacing Paint Shop, Blue Slug Nuts. Man, he's always putting these slick-ass paint jobs on my cars, man. I just love him to death. Go visit him, guys, if y'all need anything. And just, once again, incredible racing. Hats off to Jack up there and Pat. Incredible racing from everyone tonight. I was just really glad to be a part of it.
All righty, good job. Mark Jackson, 2nd place position.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, how about it, Jack Watts?
What's up, Scotty?
Well, guess what? I guess you did all right. What do you think?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Well, tell me all about it. Tell me about your night, because you didn't lead a whole lot of laps out there. You led about 18. You didn't really qualify up there real high, but you were on the lap that mattered. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I qualified okay as far as I was concerned. As far as leading, there was nobody in this race who had a chance to lead if Donald didn't mess up. I mean, that guy is stupid fast here. You seen it last night. He won last night. He had it again tonight. He just happened to have a little mistake. And like Mark said, I was really hoping that caution didn't come out because it was a lot of fun racing Pat. We were pretty much neck and neck. I'd leave him a little bit in the corner. He'd lead or catch me a little in the corner. So it was a good time. Great race.
All right, now I'm looking at your truck here, and you got a significant amount of front end damage. Was that done during the race, or was that you celebrating a little bit too much?
Celebrating a little bit too much. I didn't get nothing during the race. It was really, really clean. It was a lot of fun.
You had your original truck out there.
Yeah, old Southeast truck.
All right, and that is a Doug Turner edition, or is that a John Hedrick?
This one's a Doug Turner edition. I'll probably get it changed back on the trucks for the John Hedrick one. Just had to switch it up for a chase. I was involved in a different deal.
All right, real quick, I know you're a big supporter of Pad like myself. Talk to us a little bit about tomorrow, because it is the busiest travel day of the year.
Yeah, please just stay off your phones until you get to wherever you're going. If you're in the car, don't text, don't drive. Too many people going to get killed, and especially before the holidays. Your family actually wants to see you, so it can wait.
All righty, good stuff right there, brought to you by Southeast Motorsports and Jack Watts. Congratulations to Jack Watts winning at Homestead, Miami in the Camping World Series trucks.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks for putting on the race cam. It was a great time. Proud to be here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all that's left to do is take a look at our results. Flash them up there on that screen. What a night of great racing. One caution. Late caution coming out. On about lap 94, Jack Watts, Mark Jackson, Pat Rushaw, our top three. Check us out on Friday as we return to Homestead and the big boy cars, the Cup cars, for another great night of racing at Homestead. And on Saturday, as we run in our 4th annual Turkey Dega, gobble, gobble, gobble. Ladies and gentlemen, going to have some great sound effects coming out there for the Turkey Dega. I am Scott Kolovic. This is KMA TV, and we are out of here, folks. Have a good night, and have a very, very happy and safe Thanksgiving.